G'day, Aussie Bonsai Bloke here, how you going? Today I'm going to be working on this peppercorn tree. I collected this peppercorn tree many years ago, probably eight, maybe 9 years ago, right when I first started doing bonsai. Had a bit of a hard time, it'll grow a bit and then it dies back in winter. So this year what I did for winter is I didn't cut it back at all. I just let it grow all winter. And it didn't die back like it normally does, so it seems to have helped. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it back a little bit harder and hope for some more branch division on it. As you can see, the middle of the trunk's all hollow and very soft in there. The white ants or something's been in there eating it out. So the whole middle and borers, which has created a nice interesting look to it. There's all this sort of pithy stuff that's just flying out of there. So yeah, it looks really cool in there. Completely hollow. I did carve it, but the borers and the ants have taken over and made the rest pretty hollow, which is pretty cool. So anyway, I'll trim it back today and probably get rid of some of the wire that's on it. Like this guide wire here, that's not needed anymore. That guide wire can come off. Same with this little one here. That one can come off. All of these have done their job. Yeah, so I'll start cutting it back now. So I'll probably be cutting it back to, I'm not sure, I don't want to cut it right back to where there's no shoots, although I will shoot back. And you can see here, I'll just show you. I may end up cutting it back actually, because it looks like it wants to shoot further in on the tree anyway. Yeah, it looks like it wants to shoot anyway. You can see here it's pushing out some new shoots in close here. And this is a really long leggy branch. So I may end up cutting it back to there, shortening everything up. I'm just hoping for some good back budding, which it sort of looks like it wants to do anyway. Alright, so I'll get to that, I'll start cutting it. Okay, so I'll cut it back short. It's going to make it look pretty ugly cutting it back like this, because all you're going to be left with is a heap of sticks looking at you and almost no foliage at all. Possibly none looking at you, but that's alright. Another job I've got to do is take the wire off of this tree. Hopefully by cutting it all back hard like this, it'll make it back bud and shoot out pretty well. And it's a better time of year for it, because I don't really like cold winters, so winters can set them back a bit. Especially, I used to do this even middle of winter, and then the tree would really struggle, coming into spring would really struggle. Whereas this year it's put on a lot better growth, so might have learned something, you never know. Might be the new method of me working on them. So I'm just chopping back everything pretty hard. You won't see too many branches left once I'm done. Well, you'll have the start of a branch there, but you'll have no leaf left on it. Bit of dead stuff around here. Had one branch here that looks like it's been struggling for a fair while. May leave a little bit of green on that one, because without that branch there it's going to look pretty bare, so hopefully I can keep that. Hopefully it doesn't die off. Also another job, not really recommended, I just cut through hard wire. I'll leave this one at the back, although it's got 3 branches in one spot. I will leave it back there in case this one does die, because it's only got some really weak small growth on it. I'm hoping it improves, but for now I'll leave that back branch. Yeah, the structure of this tree is not that great. I've always struggled with this tree a little bit, but it would be really nice to get a really nice sort of like billowy sort of pepper tree look, because they do look pretty cool in nature. The really old ones have a really nice old bark, and they get a really cool look to them with all the foliage hanging down. So if I can get more division and make this tree a bit happier, it'll be good. So hopefully this year it will. Another thing I did in the past, which was not a good idea, is I repotted it during winter, and I've now decided that won't be happening anymore with the pepper tree, because it really didn't like it. So I'll just be cutting and shortening everything. Doesn't take long, as you can see, just shortening everything, taking stubs off. Some of the old stubs that have got nothing on them, taking them off. Just any dead bits gonna go. Shorten everything. One at the back here, I'll shorten that one. Yeah, I mean the tree hasn't died on me, so it's, you know, still going. That's the main thing. Seems to survive okay. It's just not thriving. So try and work out what's going on. Do a bit more research on it. Any of you guys know, you know, the best way to look after pepper trees, feel free to comment. Because this one here has been a bit of an uphill battle for me. But it does have a really cool trunk to it, so it'd be nice if it does develop further. Could end up making a really nice tree one day. Right, the only other thing I've got left to do is I've got a bit of wire around the place which I'll cut off. Yeah, so I've just got a bit of wire. I'm just going to cut it off quick. Take that stub off, dead bit there. Just a few little bits of wire which need to come off. One's almost grown into the tree. Oh, it did come out. Need a bit of help. If some do grow in too far, you can actually do more damage removing them than just leaving them in the end. Although it's not really advised to leave them, because what happens then is it gets a bulge of callus tissue around the wire, which is sort of okay at the base of a branch or at the bottom of the trunk. I mean, the Japanese do actually purposely leave wire on some of their pines to get the base to fatten up, and what happens is it really calluses up and swells where the wire's cutting in, and then it forms back around the wire, and that will actually thicken nearly twice as fast as the rest of the tree, I would say, on a black pine. Okay, so apart from that, you can see here I've got two branches that they literally do exactly the same thing. Okay, I'll try and bring it to the front. You got two here, which do, whoops, I broke something. Oh, it's just a dead bit. You got two here, which do exactly the same thing. They come out, they go up there, straight and straight, and they exactly mirror each other. So what I'm going to do there, it looks a bit silly, so literally only a couple centimetres apart. I'll chop one off. I'll probably chop the bigger one off because we're getting near the top of the tree, so I want thinner branches, so I'm going to chop the bigger one off. Okay, so that one's gone. It's almost an exact image. It's Pretty uncanny how it's got almost the same branch sitting under it, same shape, everything. Okay, getting pretty much towards the end of me working on it today. I might just reduce the top down a bit, looks a bit silly. That's about it. So I'll give you a bit of a close-up of some of the dead wood, and then I'll do a spin of the tree. So this is your dead wood in here, and as long as the spiders don't bite me, you can see it's very soft. Bits of wood flaking off in there. So yeah, there's a few spiders in there, so I don't want to put my fingers in there too far. I'll leave them in there, that's their home. Okay, well, that's pretty much it. I'll just go pan back and do a spin of the tree. Okay. Cheers for watching, Aussie Bonsai Bloke. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.